This is my style. Whatsoever, I am going to stick to it. You all might be thinking, what the hell this person is going to talk about? What style? Dressing style? Playing style? Or dancing style? No, not any of these. Just keep all of this aside for some other day. We'll speak about it. Esteemed chief guests, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests, good evening.
Good evening.
Today, I'll talk about how we Toastmasters present ourselves on this stage. Everybody has a unique style when they come to this stage. They feel as if they are king or a big CEO. But I was lucky. As part of Infosys Toastmasters Bangalore, I was able to capture 5 different styles of our Toastmasters. And they are really unique and interesting. Just wait for 2 minutes, you'll know how interesting it is. These styles we have crafted into a good word and very well known in Toastmasters world as body language. If you search for the word body language, Wikipedia says body language is a form of mental and physical ability of human non-verbal communication consisting of body postures, gestures, facial expressions, eye movements. Just forget, but just for today, what Wikipedia, Google, and all thousands of definitions you can get on internet. Just concentrate on me, and you'll get to know what the wide varieties of body language you can encounter in a Toastmasters meeting. The first one in my list, and one of my best, and I was an expert of this style. This style I call it as standing in a moving train. These speakers, they'll hold their speech, moving back and forth, like this, all throughout their speech. As if they're standing in a train, ready to follow the passengers standing before him. And if you give a stage, higher stage to these people, the audience might be waiting when he's going to fall down from the stage. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! And with my experience, I tell you, don't ever try this style. It's very hard to get rid of it. The next one in my list, which I call as the restless tiger in the case. These people will start from one end of this stage and never ever lose an opportunity to use the whole stage. They'll start from here, will go there, all throughout the space, they'll use the whole space as if they have nothing else to do. As if somebody in the audience had to fall down from their seat due to the number of rotations this person has created on the stage. Third one, which I call it as lost in the world. These people start from a single point. In few seconds you'll find they'll go to the left side, then to the right side, then middle, then left, right. The whole audience is confused where the speech is heading. This side, the other side, where? Fourth one in my list, which I call it as the greatest statue of liberty, but in a different pose. They'll come to a stage, they'll stand at a single point, they'll never ever move a single inch from the where they're standing. Nobody can, as if somebody has nailed down, taken them to the stage. And the interesting part of that is, they'll target a single person in the audience. Never ever, they'll stare at the person as if they're going to kill that person at the end of their speech. So be aware of these speakers, they're going to kill you at the end of the speech. And the last one, and one of my favorite, these people, this style I call it as counting stars. These people start like this. Never ever stop counting stars, whatever the time. Day, night, in the auditorium, outside of the auditorium, they go on staring at the sky as if they're counting the stars. It's endless. For an example, even when they give out, they say over to Toastmasters, they'll say something like that. Over to you, Toastmaster. I'm thinking whether he's pointing to me or somebody from outer world. This is what possible of me, which I could collect the 5 different styles from my club. And to get into the climax part, there I call the style checkers are there. These people in Toastmaster worlds are known as evaluators. There's a special thing about these persons. They never ever lose an opportunity to talk at least a single word about body language. They can't sleep the day if they don't talk about body language. They feel something is wrong with them. They'll start their evaluation something like this. Whether it would be a CC1 speech, the icebreaker, doesn't matter. Whether it's CC10 motivational reason, they have to speak about body language. They'll start something like this. It was a great speech. It was one of your best. From nowhere a word pops up, but you have to improve on your body language. You started off well, but when you ended your opening, you were something like restless tiger in the cage. When you entered into the body part, you were like this greatest statue of liberty. When you went to conclusion, you were lost in the crowd. When the evaluator was doing all this, the speaker says to himself, says, whatever might be this evaluator is saying, I'm giving my CC1 speech. This is my style. Whatsoever happens, I stick to it till I give a speech on body language in my project 5. And if a person has already given the project 5 speech, he says to himself, I have given 5 speeches with this style. Go hell with that, what the evaluator says. I can give next 5 speeches like this. Over to you, Kandan.